Hello, I'm Dr. Gail Skousen. 2 days ago, the CDC and the World Health Organization recommended that individuals go into public wearing a cloth face covering. Now, 3 or 4 people wearing a face covering doesn't do the job. The face covering helps prevent me, when I am asymptomatic, from infecting you. And so that means everyone needs to participate and wear a face mask when they go out in public, regardless of how healthy or sick they feel. Here we are in America, one of the greatest countries in the world, and yet we're too proud to put masks on, too proud to go out in public and wear a mask. Maybe it's a sense of embarrassment. Maybe it's nobody else is doing it, so why should I? I don't know what the real reason is. What I do know is that every paramedic, every policeman, every fireman, every ER doc, every ICU doc wants you and I in a mask in public. All of us. It's the best, the least expensive, the most productive way for us to put a stop to the current pandemic. It's not just about COVID-19. We know that every year, 30 to 40,000 people die in the United States from the flu. Imagine if we were to just be a little more considerate of our neighbors, and when we feel ill, wear a face covering in public, how many cases we might be able to prevent year in and year out. An example of why it is so important to wear a face covering when going out into public is a comparison between the state of Colorado and the country of Slovakia. Each have a population of roughly 5.5 million. Of note, Slovakia started an early campaign for wearing face masks. All other public health interventions were roughly the same. They've both done roughly the same number of tests. In Colorado, 20 out of every 100 tests are positive for COVID-19. In Slovakia, 3 out of every 1,000 are positive for COVID-19. Today in Colorado, there are 4,569 cases with 126 deaths. In Slovakia, there are 485 cases of COVID-19 with 1 death. Taking care of one another is important. Wearing a face covering in public is essential. Wear a mask to show respect for the firemen, for the physicians working in the ER and the ICU. Wear a mask to show your appreciation for your neighbor. Wear a mask to save your country's economy. We all need to be wearing masks if it's going to make a difference. My prayers in fasting this week will be that the actions that we do, caring for one another, as well as the grace of God, will help to mitigate and decrease the terrible potential effect across our country and the world from the COVID-19 pandemic. I would hope you might consider doing the same.